clash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Buckeyes will kick it away first. That is not the way you want to start with the kickoff going out of bounds. The officials offer the deal and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Got it in the middle. It's Singleton. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
Back to pass. Rush is on him. Thanks for grab. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Wants to go up top on first down. Wide open downfield. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Wants to throw it. Setting up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
The short hands, it's Miller. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Miller. Plows through the defense. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He might want another play. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
And offensively, we know it's hard throwing the ball in 3rd and long situations because the defense can play big zone coverages. They got a lot of guys with their eyes on you, so the QB had no shot there. Nobody open. Nice job not forcing it, not risking a turnover, just throwing it away.
Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. That Miami offense back onto the field. He threw a pick on the initial drive, but they have it back, and we're still looking for our first points of the game. Going right to work up top. Hauls it in. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. The Canes have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. The give to the back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Just moving those chains the way Frank Gore did back in the day.
Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Edgerrin James, so many elite backs in Miami history. Finding that guy that you can give the ball to that's reliable, important part of the Canes tradition.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle.
And that's a great example of this quarterback having intense confidence in his own arm talent. That was not an easy window to throw into, but he had the ability, and he knew it.
And the Hurricanes have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure coming. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. How about that heads-up play? You're coming out of the backfield, and all of a sudden the ball's in your breadbasket.
Yeah, how about that? Just seeing the ball tipped up, deflected in the air. The running back's like, all right, I'll take it. I'll make the catch. That goes down in the stat book as a catch.
The Canes are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Here. Snap it to the back. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster.
What a huge stop by the defense, forcing the 4th down and making the 4th down and goal a little bit harder by getting a lost yardage play. Nice job bowing up by this defense.
And this defense has a chance to make a big stop on 4th and goal from the 4. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the run from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Flushed out of the pocket. He'll pull it down and run. He's out of bounds after the good pickup, and what a way to end the first period. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Pulls it in. It's Lincoln. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Buckeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun. give on the inside. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking downfield on first down. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Might be calling a hot route. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Slings it. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. The Buckeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. Got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, Dave. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Strength. Give to the back. Oh, he's got some space. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run to guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. Starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. The Hurricanes come to the line in the hurry-up.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Got the quick pass. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
Out routes are very much about timing. It's got to be a quick, decisive movement from the quarterback. As soon as he sticks that foot in the ground, you know he's breaking out. Throw it right now so he can go make you a play. Great pitch, great catch.
Now on first down from the 30. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged out of the air.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Second down, they'll go to the air. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. And this crowd loves a good pass rusher in the line of Chase Young, the Moses. Jim still wagging. The Buckeyes can get after the quarterback.
Yeah, when the crowd's going nuts like it does in the shoe, it just makes it easier to rush the pass. The snap count is silent. It's predictable. And then you pin your ears back. And that's why they've had so many great pass rushers at Ohio State.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a first down.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the air on second down. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one back.
Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. They'll run it from the gun. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Hurricane! And these guys just score from anywhere out there. After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Wants to adjust the pattern. He'll start this drive firing. Buys a little time. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Picked off. Takes it the other way. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Miami. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Georgia is on top, but this is a close game. And, you know, back in the day, you'd feed Herschel Walker and go home. That guy needs to emerge for them today. They are up by 7 over Kentucky. Anything can happen down the stretch here in the Sun Belt. It's why we're here to keep you posted, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Big fullback's got it. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Making side adjustments here. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
Put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Quick handoff. And And a nice run there before the defense. Finally makes the stop.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
And the Canes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to pass on second down. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Bringing the heat. Got him downfield. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down. And more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game. So you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not over quick underneath, find him. He'll make those contested catches.
What's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where you can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Well, they dial up on second and a long way to go. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Working that left side now. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
He's looking to pass. Pocket breaking down. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Fires into the end zone. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
That is no good. Guys, a double-digit lead is good, but more would have been better.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
One more snap coming before halftime. Wants to throw on first down. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. Oh, it's picked off. Looking for more room. He's at the 30. Oh, and the ball's out after that big play. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move. He's into the open down the middle. At the 30. 10. Touchdown, Ohio State. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And that is going to leave the head coach scratching his head. The final play of the first half, your opponent runs the ball, and you can't tackle him and get him down with all those bodies back playing prevent. That is a terrible job of defense, and to add insult to injury, you've now given up the lead.
And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Canes will line up to kick off and start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments. But they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think then if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
The offense changing the play. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. And it's going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
And listen, obviously, you know, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on fourth down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. I'm curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's second down.
I know the offense came into this game expecting to have some success throwing the football, and right after getting a takeaway right outside of the red zone, they try to do just that. The one-on-one matchups are going to be there in this game. That time, though, the defense did a better job making a play, forcing the incompletion.
Second down, he'll throw it. Gets it out quickly. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. And the Hurricanes moving quickly to the line. Wants to throw on third. Bought a little time, lets it go. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
Got Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
No movement from the field goal unit. The offense is out there to try to keep this drive alive on 4th down.
Timeout, Miami.
This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. Has to get there to move the sticks. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. Probably the only people upset about going for it on 4th down, the punters, who don't seem to see the field as much as they used to.
Now when you've got a running back like that, he just has like a sixth sense. He always seems like he can just find the crease, especially in these short yardage situations. He comes up with a huge play there on 4th down.
He's got him. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. They'll go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the 2nd half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. So close to that end zone, he could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the 2nd half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Back has it. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
But when you get down here inside the red zone, you got to be able to run the football. And it's one thing to do it conventionally, but I like the idea of mixing it up and trying to go jet sweep.
These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Caves. Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot there.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to go up top. The screen, he can go. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make a miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
With the catch, it's Lincoln. Quick step and go. Coming through with that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Wants to go up top on first down. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. And the extra point pulls them to within 3, 24-21. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Mountain West. James Madison needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Harrisonburg behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by just 4 to Texas State. The moment something changes in this Mountain West fight, you will hear about it here. Back to you guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Extending the play. It's complete. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
Well, it's a nice job snagging that pass. Miami has a tradition of Heisman Trophy quarterbacks. I get that, but guess what? If you're going to win Heisman Trophies, you're probably throwing to very talented wide receivers. Let's not forget about all the great receivers the Hurricanes have had as well. And they've got a special group this year. This guy right here is one of those dudes. He can beat you one-on-one with his speed, and he has really, really good hands as well.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Myers.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver in the middle of the field.
Time winding down in the quarters. They come to the line. Going to swing it on second down. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. The freshman brought down after bringing that one in. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. They go back to work for the first down in the final period of this one. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense set on first down. Wants to throw again. Puts it out of the air. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wants to fire on second down. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. The 50, the 40, the 30, the 20, inside the touchdown, Ohio State. The defense putting points on the board.
How about that play by this defense? The offense trying to salt the game away with the lead. Defense makes the biggest play of the ball game, getting the pick, finding the end zone, and taking the lead late in this ball game.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. Got his man down the middle. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. His own number. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Canes are moving quickly down the field. To the air on first down. Fires to the middle. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. You know why he's piling up all these yards, David? Because the receivers won't let the ball hit the ground.
You remember that Jameis Winston game we called on a Thursday night? The ball didn't even hit the ground, did it?
It did not. 2 incomplete passes caught out of bounds. Incomplete. He had it right in his hands for the pick, and I believe he might have been thinking about those big plays he's known for. Instead, it'll be second down. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 6. The Hurricanes want to pick up the tempo. On third and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
Well, it's a really nice job of the offense mixing it up on this drive. We've seen some nice plays throwing it, and how about that one running it too? Great push up front.
And the Canes pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Caught behind the line. It's April. Breaks the tackle. Out of bounds he goes. He'll mark it at the 16.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Here comes the heat. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
You know, I think in this situation of the game, too, if I'm this guy, I'm thinking the same thing, right? I'm throwing and getting yards, and if it's not there, I'm going to take this game over myself with my legs. We're in the fourth quarter. We've got an opportunity, one possession down, to get back in this thing. I just got to do whatever I got to do to make that happen.
So now the opportunity with a touchdown to take the lead. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
A nice job by the defense with the edges. They try the touch pass on first and goal. Nice job setting the edge, not letting them get outside or forcing second down and goal.
Second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. The quarterback sneak, looking to eke out a few yards. Touchdown, Hurricanes! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
How nice is it to know, man, late in the ball game when I need it, I can keep the football on the ground, not get super complicated, pound the rock, get in the end zone, and take the lead.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the snap, it's Bobo. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Let's see what they've got on second down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Miller. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Run it with the fullback. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And here's the thing, the strategy. You want to run the ball because, yes, you want to score and you want to win, but you don't want to leave a lot of time left on the clock for their offense to get another opportunity. So that's a bit of the gamesmanship going on right now. And I think you're seeing that with their offensive coordinator and his choice in play call.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You've got to take shots offensively.
Third and short now from their own 48. He see through it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
And the D chooses to bring pressure. A lot of times, big moments when you get in these fourth quarters regardless, like pull the trigger, be aggressive, bring the pressure to them. They do hit the QB as he's throwing it and force the incompletion.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab, plenty for the first down. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
And that was a play they absolutely had to have. Fourth down by one possession. You've got to find a way. Someone's got to step up and make a play, and they did it right there. That is going to be huge for their confidence.
And the Buckeyes will have it 1st and 10. He wants to change this route. The give to the back. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And this guy has some shiftiness to him, and he showed it off to the defense after picking up a few.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
It'll be 3rd and long. Now on the move. He's stopped right there, short of the first down, and this defense trying to preserve the lead.
And you got to use a timeout right now after that run play. You've got 3 in your back pocket. You can't take them with you. You're losing this game right now, so take all the time you can to make sure that your quarterback and your head coach and play caller are all on the same page.
So now we'll line up for one of the biggest kicks of this game. And this one to bring us to a deadlock in the final moments. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And in the final seconds, guys, they find a way to get it tied.
Wow, and with that field goal with so little time left here in the game, it looks like this thing's going to OT. You have to give that young guy so much credit. He had the weight of the world on his shoulders, and he's able to knock it through. We've still got some football left here, fellas.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. Wants to go up top. If he runs this back, this game's over. Taking it the other way. And the takeaway is the exclamation point. The game saver for the win. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's defense memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer, like you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes...
Breaks into the open. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
They'll use the running game on first and goal. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
It's raining in this game. It's making the football slick and slippery, and you know ball security is going to be a massive issue. Both coaching staffs have preached about that to their teams in the locker rooms before taking the field, and these guys really need to do a better job of holding on to the football.
One extra period didn't get it done, and we start the second OT. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
That's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, know when the play is over.
The Buckeyes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Stands in and takes the hit. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. If he houses this, it's ball game. Got room on the return. And the takeaway will put the finishing touches on this one. And, man, just a soul-crushing turnover by this offense here in overtime.
It's so tough throwing the ball down in this area of the field, right? The windows are so much smaller, and they open and they close so much quicker. You've got to be so precise with timing and accuracy if you're the quarterback. And that time, it came back to bite him. Just didn't execute well enough.
Starts a drive trying to go up top. A shot toward the end zone. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Takes the handoff. It's Averill. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
And they'll try to win it with a long field goal right here. So here we go, a long field goal attempt to win it. Oh, the attempt is no good. And after the miss, the only hope is to get a stop and play another round of overtime.
That's now the second missed field goal for this guy. You have to wonder if the weather is playing a bit of a factor. Not easy to kick in these kind of conditions with all this rain.
Offense will use a timeout here to make sure everyone is on the same page here in overtime. And now it's all two-point conversion attempts from here on out. Trying to punch it in. They are stopped on the two-point try, and now it'll be up to the defense. Offense will use a timeout here to make sure everyone is on the same page here in overtime. Now this two-point conversion attempt for the win.
42 Spider. 4-2.
Snagged in the middle. It's Lincoln. That's it. That's the ball game. The two-point try is a winner in OT.
This is like a heavyweight fight. Both of these teams have been trading blows back and forth. At the end, it's this offense delivering the knockout blow, getting that two-point conversion for the win.
How awesome of a game, though. Back and forth, so many highs, so many lows, and fitting. It comes down to the last play of the football game, and not surprisingly, the offense executes and gets the win.
Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people